So then, different angle then. Let's talk about just the field of web design in general. Because I feel like, it's funny, we met at a networking event about a month or two ago now, I think down in Bellingham. And since then, I've met, I think, another 3 web designers. Yeah. Previously, before that, I hadn't met any. And so I'm curious about the industry. How would you describe it? Would you say that it's oversaturated, it's just kind of right, or it's a booming market that people haven't jumped in on enough yet?
In my opinion, web design is such an extensive market. There's so many different niches within it that I feel like for me and my business, I'm not struggling at this point to find clients. I realize that there's a lot of other web designers that are available online and in Bellingham, but the thing that so my offerings are very specific and very catered towards a specific niche. And the way that I do business with people is very specific and sets me apart from other people. And then the product that I turn in is a wonderful product usually. And word of mouth has been great for my business. And I have not had the need to advertise or anything. It's been very organic. And so, for me, because networking is basically one of the biggest skills that you also need in this business. You need to know people. You need to be able to communicate effectively. And so having that under my, my skill set has really helped me thrive in this business.
For 6 years, and to have a sustainable company with largely organic just growth, that's really remarkable.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you've never found that you had to go on meta ads and sell your services that way?
I have tried Google ads for a little while. But honestly, it wasn't even really close to having this personal connection with real life people. Yeah.
Nice. Networking. I was always told when I first started my business that if you were going to start marketing, you have to network.
Yes.
And it's like a long-term game where you're going to have to wait about 6 months before you really start seeing those dividends pay off.
100%.
But if you do it, then that's the most meaningful form of marketing.
And especially in Bellingham, it's such a local community. It's a small community and people tend to know each other and good reputation spreads fast and people talk about other businesses and they want to support the community as a whole. And so I really appreciate that aspect here.
Yeah, in Whatcom County, there's 5 major cities that really people are focused on.
Yeah.
And if you're doing well in one of them, you eventually spread to the others just naturally.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so how about this then? Economic shifts in client demands in 2025. What are people asking for these days? Are people getting really tight with their budgets because we have a new administration, people are a little uneasy? Or do people just say, hey, I really want one specific art style?
Usually people come in, some clients I've had, they have these outlandish ideas of what makes a good website. And so they want it to be animated from start to finish, or they want this big, graphic or visual design that they think is going to generate the most traffic. And those people, we have to sit down and kind of tweak their expectations a little bit. This does not necessarily mean actually a highly animated website makes it a lot slower.
Yeah.
And it's not intuitive for everybody to use. And it's not catered to everyone. That's the main point. And so, so we have expectations of big visual designs. We have expectations of, again, with the SEO thing, they think if they have a good website, then traffic should be flowing exponentially. And that's not true because there's going to be that second step of, so one, you create a really optimized website. 2, you have to, deal with an SEO expert to get that ranking high up, which takes a whole different set of steps than just creating the site. And so setting up the expectation there that, okay, I can build you an optimized site, but you might still need to have some other work done to get it up ranking high on Google. So.
Okay. That's interesting to frame it. Do you find that the market's still growing steadily though? Like I know I was always already alluding to this a little bit, but
Yeah.
everyone I talk to seems to be their business has been affected by the current administration. Even just like the tariffs. Do you find that people are like standing off on getting new websites?
To be honest, the projects that I've been working on were from last year and that I've signed on last year, and now I'm working on them. So I haven't yet seen that shift with demand. I have had a client who backed out from a proposal because they felt like the budget was a little bit restrained this year. And so yes, I'm sure it's going to be affecting people in a big way in this coming year because, again, websites tend to fall on an accessory, or people think it's extra expense that they don't have. If they don't have the money for, they won't spend on it.
It's kind of nice to know though that like you're a little bit insulated from some of the external things that might be affecting the market.
I try to be. Again, it's probably gonna catch up in the next 6 months. I haven't seen an immediate effect yet, but I think it's gonna be coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how about a different threat? I've also noticed that there are many friendly fellas on Fiverr and Upwork that will make me a website for like $50.
That's so true. More like 500, but yes, and that's a reality, and that's just something. This is where I try to separate myself from Fiverr web designers. Is that I'm not just providing you with a website. I am a local person that comes in, and I'm interested in your business as a whole. And I strategize with you, and I make sure that you're getting the final result, the final website that you're really needing. And I'm also here for the follow through. And I feel like if you hire somebody on Fiverr, they're just going to give you that product and then see you later. And then if something happens, which almost always it does, that you probably cannot find them again. And you're probably going to have to hire somebody and maybe pay more money to another web developer to help, solve your issues that might arise. And for me, almost always I'm following through with my clients. We launched a site and I'm with them for the next 2-3 weeks, trying to work some stuff out and make sure that they're set and they're ready. They have all the final product and they're happy with it and they're satisfied with it. So I feel like you kind of pay for what you get. And let me rephrase that. You kind of get what you pay for. And so, for me, I go the extra mile. And I don't think that's available online with somebody that you hire for $500 to do a website.
Nah, that's great because like you've already basically answered the next question was like, how do you present yourself to potential clients? Because you must get that conversation a lot. Like you're going to charge me $3,000 for a website. This guy's going to do it for $500. Why would I ever go to you?
Right. Because I'm going to research you. I'm going to understand your business. I'm going to curate the website specifically for your business. And I'm going to turn in a product that you're going to be very happy with. And then I'm going to follow through and I'm going to be available for you if stuff arises. And I'm a local business. You can find me. I'm not hiding anywhere. I'm not going to turn over something that's mediocre and then go hide in the closet. Like that's just not going to happen. So my end goal is not the money. My end goal is to see you be a successful business. So that's the whole approach of it is different. I'm looking to expand my clientele, not just get paid.
So have you ever had that in your 6 years of working in this field where someone has ended up leaving you for that Fiverr contractor?
Not sure. No, I haven't. I mean, once I start working with someone, because we have a proposal and it's a signed contract, pretty much that eliminates that threat. But yes, I have seen people not like the proposal and be like, this is too much for me and I don't have the budget for that. Probably they went somewhere else and they got it done for a lot cheaper, and that's fine. I'm okay with that.
You've never heard any horror stories from people afterwards, though?
I have.
Oh, really?
Because some people would come back to me after that and be like, well, we tried this and it didn't work, so we're going to do it the right way this time. So, because almost always you're going to need that constant communication with someone. And sometimes online, you just don't get that. Or you can't find them. They ghost you or it's done, So you're not getting the personalized experience here. You're getting a generic, something very generic.
I think you touched on something there that I think is really important. Like anything with digital fields, there's always someone who's going to be in another country who's going to be able to do it for substantially less.
Yes.
And I've only been running my business for a year, but I have lost count of the times where people have gone to those international workers, and it's the same story so often where they were slow to respond and then they just ghosted me. They took my money and the project's not done. It got halfway through even. I sent in my revision request. I never got it back.
Exactly.
At least with small businesses, you know where we live oftentimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You'll run into us whether we want you to or not.
Or not. Yeah. Exactly. And, again, it matters to me that people have a good experience with me and then they refer me to other people, because that's how I do my business, by referral mainly. And so you can look at my Google reviews. Those don't lie. People are happy. People are satisfied with the end product. Otherwise, they would not refer me to other people. And so that speaks the most highly of my business and the way I run things. And because I care for more than just the money. It's a whole package deal.
No, that's a great way to frame it.
Yeah.